Microsoft wants all computer users to upgrade to Windows 10. Even so, Windows 7 still accounts for 40% of the desktop operating system market share. Neither Intel or Microsoft support Windows 7 with drivers for Intel's latest Kaby Lake processors, but AMD is set to throw Windows 7 users a lifeline with its forthcoming Ryzen chips. The announcement of Windows 7 support for Ryzen processors was made during an information session held by AMD and reported by German-language website Computerbase. Translated, Ryzen processors use the Zen microarchitecture, the AM4 socket, and are expected to launch in March this year. The 14nm chips support DDR4 memory and will offer between 2 and 8 cores for the consumer market and up to 32 cores for servers. The first Ryzen processor expected to appear in March is an 8-core, 16-thread performance desktop chip with a clock speed of at least 3.4 GHz. It does not include an integrated GPU. As Microsoft will not add support for new processor architectures to Windows 7, it's up to AMD to produce all of the necessary drivers itself for both the processor and the AM4 socket chipset. It's unclear exactly why AMD would go to the trouble of doing this beyond making Ryzen accessible to the widest possible market. Even so, surely consumers upgrading to a Ryzen-based desktop PC would also opt for a move to Windows 10. It may be the case that Windows 7 is still required to run certain pieces of bespoke software in a business setting. Here AMD could see an opportunity to win some major corporate contracts, because it can replace aging hardware, while retaining the software platform a company relies upon.
We've been on a very important journey, and I think we've made quite a bit of progress in where we're going. And we also have, for the very first time, some very significant disclosures on Zen.
We assembled a team to create a grounds-up, from scratch, new CPU designed for x86. It's a brand new micro architecture, a CPU that can scale from that high performance all the way down to PC and mobile applications. How do we do it? How do we get a 40% instruction per clock improvement from the previous generation? It starts with performance, throughput, and efficiency. I'm very proud to be representing our design team here today, our AMD team, to tell you we've delivered that performance. We've had the silicon back and putting it through its paces. It's a thrill to tell you we've fully validated our performance achievement, and we are back.
Summit Ridge is our first Zen-based product. It will go into the high-performance desktop enthusiast market.
Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. He's starting to play the game at 4K. So this is with a Radeon Fury X. So this is our high bandwidth memory graphics product paired with an engineering sample of our 8-core, 16-thread Summit Ridge part at 3 gigahertz. On the audience's right is an Intel Broadwell E Core i7 6900K CPU. On the left is that Summit Ridge 8-core, 16-thread part running at 3 gigahertz. We have set both at 3 gigahertz so that we can have a clock-to-clock, core-to-core, thread-to-thread comparison in Blender. You see that the Zen CPU just edged out that Broadwell E processor in that demo.
Naples is our server SoC.
So here we have 2 Naples processors in a 2-socket or 2P configuration with a full complement of memory and I/O lanes bought out for us.
Zen for AMD is not just one product or 2 products. It's really a family of products that will roll out. And the key message, we are absolutely hitting our performance targets.